Welcome back to Spectre Sisters. And, okay.
Sorry, I was just thinking of
Off
Spectre
the bat.
Sisters.
Breeze on my nerves.
Go, I'll be quiet. I'm away from the mic.
No, I'm keeping that. We are Spectre Sisters. I am the Spectre. Blue, I guess. I don't know. Who are you?
The sister cheese.
Hello.
Well, hello, Sister Cheese. I am.
This sounds like an
also
AA
a
meeting.
Spectre, I guess.
Oh
My
man,
name's
you guys
Nyx.
left me alone as the sister. You both took Spectre, and I was left with sister.
There's only two genders. I have to
Spectre
take that
and
out.
sister.
I have to take
No, you don't. Not if it's followed up by Spectre and sister.
Help.
My pronouns are Spectre and sister.
You know what? Hell yeah.
What up? I am Cogs and Gears.
Yo. What is up, cogs and gears?
I am Ratchet and Clank. I had to finish that
Peabody
quickly
and
because
Sherman?
we're just gonna say I am Ratchet.
No. Yeah,
Not
not
that.
that. Anyways, today, on this
Today.
train wreck of a show that you are tuning into. Yeah, we see you. We know you. We don't see you.
We know you guys
no,
are
we
listening.
do see you. We are
I
Santa.
see you eating your chicken pot pie there, Jason.
Oh, my God. Mraz?
What if there actually is somebody
Brendan.
named Jason eating his chicken pot pie and he's like, what the hell?
Brendan, put your phone down and listen.
Jake, stop picking your freaking nose.
You haven't even met Jake is the best part of that. She knows so much about you.
Yes, already.
Anyways, today we are here to talk about security guard horror stories because
Why specifically security guards?
Because I was a security guard once.
so hear me out. I was doing something,
Hearing?
I don't know, probably some form of craft.
I thought they were going to say crime.
I thought you were going to say crack.
Depends on the day, allegedly. And they were talking about security guards and like the weird stuff that they have seen. So I was like, let me dig into Reddit, that god-forsaken app,
Yeah.
and just see what we
There's
have
some
to
good
offer.
stuff that comes from there.
Some of these stories, these ones are good.
I have one question.
I have one answer.
Is it a punch in the face? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Because you're mad at me right now. No, I'm just kidding.
No violence.
I'm being a little obnoxious.
yet. No, you're okay.
But wait, I forgot my question. Oh yeah, now I remember.
Multiple personalities.
Help! Are any of these security guards?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Dang it! You ruined my joke. I was going to say, did any of them encounter some killing animatronics?
From
Murderous.
Fresney Fazbear's?
Murderous animatronics.
Allegedly. Maybe. I don't know. Some of these, one of them has to do with a bear.
I think.
I think. Yeah.
Maybe there's inspiration. No, I'm just kidding. It could be real.
No, you'll see. You have to see. Because we're going to start with story number 1. I'm a security dispatch at a tribal casino. I do the phones and radio stuff from an office that also has access to some of the surveillance cameras. One night, my supervisor and I were just chatting in my office. One of the surveillance camera monitors was on one of the hotel hallways. We both noticed that the hallway lights on the screen were flickering a little. Then, as we watched, a vaguely humanoid but invisible shape moved toward this camera from the far end of the hallway. It moved off the screen, passing under the camera. We both just kind of glanced at each other, then looked back at the monitor. Nothing ever came from it, except now we had a story to share whenever the topic of the casino being haunted came up. More recently, however, during the initial pandemic shutdown in early 2020, the casino was actually closed for a few months. As security, we still had to be there to guard the property. It was pretty spooky, being empty and no slot machine noises, no overhead speakers playing music either. Lights in the hotel rooms would randomly be turned on when no one was in the hotel. There were all 5 people on the entire property at any given time, and I knew where every one of them were. So when I had a camera happen to catch a hotel room light turning on, I got a little spooked. We sent a couple of officers up to check on the room with the access, and it was oddly disheveled. One of the bedside lamps had been turned on, and pillows were thrown about the room randomly. The toilet paper had been run off the roll into a pile on the floor, stuff like that. We made a note of everything, turned off the light, and left. Stuff like that kept happening the whole time we were closed. All the hotel room lights would be verified off. Then sometime in the night, a room would light up and be found tossed when we'd go check on it.
This sounds like a mischievous thing.
Yeah. That was the first story. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, someone I had seen. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like
just
weird.
like something that's like,
weird.
I'm
like a
angry, I'm
cat.
throwing things. Yeah,
It reminds,
actually.
me, it reminds me of a
Yeah.
cat because of the
Yeah.
toilet paper roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, that's,
Knocking things. Maybe
just
it
my
wasn't
cat.
thrown.
it's specifically my cat.
Yeah.
It's Maya and Mango.
Things weren't
Yes.
thrown. They just had the appearance of being thrown because they were knocked off of shelves. Is what
Exactly.
was happening.
That's what. It's kind of funny. It was like
Yeah.
when I heard when I was first reading it, I was like, cat.
cat. It's
Cat. It's a cat.
This next story is submitted by user Winsmith 1984. First job as a security guard, I was patrolling a big factory when I started hearing a metallic clang repeatedly every 5 seconds. The sound was really loud at night, being isolated, and it was pretty scary. I investigated and found nothing. Back to the guard post, I tell the story to my colleague, and he laughs at me, thinking that I exaggerated the story.
What a great
Wow, a
sounding
good
guy.
friend.
Put him on blast. What's his name? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not. Put him on blast.
Yeah. let's get him, everybody.
Okay. Put his name in the comments. No, I'm just kidding.
Next day, the same thing happens, except this time I radio my colleague so he can hear the sound. He started to panic a bit too. That shit was definitely unusual.
Fair enough.
For days, we kept hearing the same stuff without finding what it was, until one day I noticed a partially detached pipe banging against a metallic plate. Ah.
Yep.
Ah.
The sound was just as loud as a fork put down on a plate, but was amplified like crazy thanks to the structure of the building. I love the
Crazy
imagery
way
there.
to describe that.
Fork put down
I guess
on
someone
a
who's
plate.
done with their meal.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
And he did say, but was amplified like crazy.
Yeah.
Thanks to the structure of the building. The same job, one night I spotted a humanoid shadow passing quickly in front of me. Getting a grip, I decided to follow it, but
Oh.
immediately lost it.
That is
Oh.
unhinged behavior.
He said,
If
"I'm
you
gonna get
see
it."
the creepy shadow,
No,
you
you don't.
follow it. You run the other way.
That's not
said,
getting a
"I'm gonna
grip. That's,
keep it."
yeah, that's
This one mine.
this I'm going to capture. It was the same building as before, by the way,
Oh,
as the metallic clanging fork.
clanging fork.
I called my colleague as there was a maintenance team on night shift, and they are supposed to warn us if they enter certain buildings as they are under alarms. My colleague wasn't aware of that and decided to verify. It was them. They just figured it wasn't worth the call as they didn't enter a zone that was under an alarm. Oh, okay. So they were
Oh.
the little dashing figure. Wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were the little.
Huh.
Okay. I guess they're a speedy little guy.
Speedy little guy.
Things that made this creepier. I was only carrying a shitty flashlight that barely lit up about 5 meters.
Okay.
Okay, so that's fair. So
Okay.
they were all explained, it sounds like, but it's just in the moment they were probably really creepy.
Dude, yeah, I would have jumped out of my skin.
Thanks. I'm gonna clang my fork now.
That's the lesson learned. Clang your fork on a plate.
Just
And
the
it'll make
highlighted was
you
what I was supposed to read there.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, because that's, yeah. It's the fork.
It's the fork clanging.
Free sound effect.
Yeah, we got the,
Yeah.
the demonstration.
This next one is from user Molnium.
I know, I like that one.
Interesting
I swear I thought it
username.
was Millennium.
No, it
I
says
like
Molnium.
Falcon.
Well, yeah, because whenever I was trying to type it, I was like Millennium. And I
Falcon.
went back and I was like,
Falcon.
that definitely says Molnium.
Interesting choice for a username.
Yeah.
I've been working security for almost 15 years now, so I've had plenty of minor incidents. The worst is when you're checking a building and can hear that there's someone else in there with you, but you can't find them.
Real.
I hate that.
They be sneaking. Bog sneaking.
That's what I was about to say. Dude, it came to the frontal lobe and I wasn't
We're-
going to do it.
We're all just sharing a brain cell
Yep.
right now.
Bog sneaking.
My first security job was student security at a college. We'd be out at night on campus in the most populated areas, offering walking escorts and calling in suspicious activity. We always had someone on shift around the quad, etc. But it was a great job because you could show up pretty much any time and they'd let you work extra hours. When we had more people on shift, they'd start assigning us to more remote places on campus to keep us spread out.
There's probably a lot of suspicious stuff going on a college campus, to be fair. So
Yes, that is what
Yeah.
college is for, is to be suspicious.
it's for sus activities.
Yeah. Yep.
For real. So I'm working one night with a lot of other students, and I'm assigned to patrol an area way out on the edge of campus in pretty much the middle of nowhere. It was around the college observatory, so as far away from other buildings as possible to cut down on light pollution. As I'm walking the road around the observatory, I hear something in the woods off to my right. I look and see the eye shine of something staring at me.
Nope.
We don't like eye shines here.
No, we do not.
You get out.
Yeah.
It's big because it's looking back at me right at eye level.
Nope.
I grab my mag light and point it over to see who/what it is. Immediately, about 40 more pairs of eyes light up in the trees behind it.
Nope.
Freaked me out so much I can't even remember at what point I realized it was a herd of deer.
Oh.
Yep. I like that one.
Okay, yeah.
I like that one.
That's
Dude,
good,
I would have
yeah.
been gone. I would have been. I haven't
What
really
if
one
it
time
was-
with Rex.
Oh,
What if it was
Rex's
a herd
eyes
of not
you saw?
deers?
I was just about to say
no,
that.
dog.
Not doing
One
that.
brain cell today.
Yep. Dude, I was walking Rex one time, and
Oh, okay.
he like got super. Rex is our dog. He got super like pointed on something, and so I look over, and it was dark, so I like took out my camera flash. When I did that, I saw all these eyes looking back at me. I was like, no.
Were they like little raccoons? or
It was also a herd of deer.
Okay,
That's why
okay,
he
yeah.
like stiff. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna die, and
I
it was
almost
just
hit a
deer.
deer the other day.
Oh, don't do that.
Why?
Not intentionally.
You're
just
vegan.
ran out in
Wait,
front
no,
of me.
you're vegetarian, brother. Can't be
Don't be
hitting
hitting
deer.
deer.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's
I'm a
against your
fucking
religion.
whale. These deer.
I feel like that goes against your religion.
You said I won't eat them, but I will kill them.
I'm gonna fucking do some fisticuffs with a herd of
Great,
deer.
great. That's
Go
Hit
up
him
with
with
some
the
brass
1-2.
knuckles.
dude. The vegan teacher's gonna get you.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
we're gonna get got next.
I'm so
This is how we
scared
get
for.
canceled, guys. And it's
Well.
all my fault.
We've been close a couple times.
Nah.
Us never. We're angels.
More like angle, 90-degree
Or
angles. Yeah. This next user is Jace Pearson. That's probably his name.
Okay.
You can't make
thanks,
fun
Jace
of just
Pearson.
somebody's name. Come on, guys.
Don't put your name.
Yeah.
As like if that is his name, what are we doing?
That feels like not a smart thing to make your username
No.
on Reddit of all places.
They'll find
that place
ya.
is
Yeah,
scary.
He'll find you. All right.
They'll fucking dox your ass.
You
They
gotta
will.
never offend anybody, or they'll find you.
Well, we'll see. Doing site work out in the countryside and had 2 other lads on shift with me at an old university site shut down. Was in the process of being sold, but still required us to keep it from being smashed up.
He said lads.
Yes, he did
Two
say
other lads.
Two
Where are we? Is this an Ireland? That was a British
He might-
accent. I said
maybe.
Ireland in a British accent.
It might be.
I'm sorry.
We'll find out. We've got one guy down the road in a cabin watching the road while me and the other guy are in the main building watching cameras and talking shit. Then we hear this shrieking outside. We went out. It sounded like a kid or something screaming out. And it's not the first time. Kids have wandered onto the site and snuck into the building before. We're super worried because obviously none of us want to deal with kids after they've impaled themselves on a fence or something. So we ran out and tried to find where the racket is coming from. Let me be clear, it's like 1 a.m., cold and foggy, and most of the site lights had been turned off as buildings were no longer used, and we're hearing this shrieking. Whatever it is, it sounds bad, and as we're getting closer, me and the other fella are dreading what we're about to walk into. It sounds like someone is getting murdered at this point.
I think I might have a guess as to what it is, but we'll continue because
I don't think I even have a guess yet.
Foxes. Fucking foxes.
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that makes
Foxes
sense.
or mountain lions or so, because they both scream.
Yep. He
Yeah.
said banging in the trees just beyond our perimeter. We saw them. They stopped what they were doing and darted, but Jesus Christ, it shit us all up. Is what that says, okay? Listen.
Shit.
I'm just reading
I'm just
the lore.
reading lore off the page.
If you've never heard them before, try and find it on Google or something because
Yeah,
it's
it's-
pretty unnerving. It's
it
how
is.
you
It
ended
just-
that.
Yeah,
sounds like-
foxes are freaky.
Dude, I thought
like
that-
adorable but freaky.
Yeah. Okay, this next one is submitted by user Big Walk Small Talk.
Hell yeah.
I've got one, but it's a bit morbid, I'm afraid. So I was the new security guard and had only worked as a fill-in guy for the first few months. My boss called and asked me to fill in a few days and nights at a farm machine factory. The security company before had withdrawn from the contract, leaving who I worked for to take it over. I get to the premises and take over from the night guard. He was really young looking, must have just turned 18. Turns out he was even more new to the company than I was. I ask him how it's going, small talk, the normal, and he tells me something is weird about a certain area of the factory, that he hears a slight gargling sound, so he checks the area quick.
Thanks, I hate
You always
that.
love a gargling sound.
Oh my god.
Mouthwash! Okay.
Yeah,
You freaks
mouthwash.
better be using mouthwash.
First night shift. When doing patrols, you had to punch a ticket to prove you had done your checks. I get to the area the kid said about the feeling, although I had forgotten his story, and go to punch my ticket, and I can just feel someone right behind me.
Nope.
Turn around with my torch, and nothing, just a feeling. Second night. Same spot, pitch black, doing the first checks of the night. I hear the ticket punch machine do its thing. I shine my torch. Nothing. I walk up to punch out and hear a quiet gargling sound coming from the middle of the factory floor.
Not the gargling, God.
Someone's just doing mouthwash. I'm telling you, they're trying to stay clean.
Maybe.
I just plain shit my pants and book it out of there.
You know what? That's the only thing
That's
to do.
valid.
Yep, that's what I would have done.
Drop gear disappear except different gear being dropped.
The pants are the gears in this
The pants are the
situation.
gears.
Cogs and gears. Sorry.
Call back.
You dropping
back.
some cogs.
Great.
Nope.
Well,
Cut that.
Okay. Third and final night, same place, pitch black, first checks, hear sounds, shine torch, nothing, shine torch in the direction I'm walking, something. I love this storytelling. I don't know what, but as soon as I saw it, it was gone. Book it out again with the gargling sound emitting behind me.
yeah, no. That's a fat no.
No. I was done. Told my boss the truth. Told my boss the truth that the place scared the shit out of me. Literally. I added that
Right.
part in, sorry. And that there's some very weird stuff going down. He then thought it would be a good idea to inform me that the company that withdrew from the contract did so because their security guard was killed by having his throat slit while on patrol of the factory. That was the gargling.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I actually hate that. That one, that's a scary one.
Yeah. Never went back. Yeah, that's fair.
Like at the end, you go,
Okay,
no,
yeah,
no.
that
That one was a
yeah,
scare. No,
that was
fuck that.
No,
I'd
no.
quit. I would never even like do anything ever again.
Gargling
I
the
would-
same
for real.
again.
Yeah, no, that one, I saw that. I was like, I have to add that because that's terrifying.
That is terrifying. That's
I don't even know
despise
how else
that.
Yeah.
would describe that. Like, he definitely saw something bad.
yeah.
That was something bad.
Yeah, the gargling there. Yeah,
That was bad. You
Yeah.
don't like bad thing.
I don't like that.
jujitsu.
Jujitsu?
What?
Jujitsu.
I just, yeah, I love
Bad
his storytelling. And then at the end, he goes, oh, yeah, by the way.
This next one comes from user Rabid Solutions. 10 out of 10 username. I also believe in a Rabid solution.
Yep.
every solution or rabid solutions are the solution to everything.
True.
When I was a CO working in a jail, I was posted as a tower operator. I controlled all entry, exits, cell doors, lights, TVs, and phones for all 8 sections in the pod. I was in the tower, locked in alone, and my rover did not have a key to gain entry into the tower. You have one main door for entry/exit inside the tower. The only other way is a hatch that leads to the roof. The door is key entry only from the inside. If there is an emergency, our shift commander has the only other key to get inside the tower from the outside. Anytime that door is opened, it will trigger an alarm. It was about 0200 hours and it was quiet. I had just finished walking the tower and keeping an eye on my sections. I go to the main panel to answer a call and granted my rover entry to a section to retrieve cleaning supplies. I look up and to my left and I see a huge black shadow 6 feet from me.
No.
I was startled because I did not expect to see that. I was locked in and alone, so I knew for a fact no one was with me. Could not see through it. I simply continued my business and focused on my sections, and it seemed to disappear.
So it was a thick shadow because you couldn't see.
Double cheeked up.
You couldn't see through it.
I asked a fellow officer about the tower, and they told me 7 years ago an inmate died in their cell by hanging. Supposedly, the inmate was into some dark shit. The officer also said that they have also seen it. One night they weren't paying attention and got knocked out of the chair. Tower key seat went missing, and it was found across the tower behind a panel. What freaked them out was seeing this thing move through the sections as if there were no walls separating each pod. Straight up creepy.
Yeah.
If he was into some dark stuff, I'm not surprised. That
Also,
probably whatever he was messing with was like, hey, where's my guy?
Also, just being an inmate in a prison, like, he had been in there for something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So probably something lingering that he attracted there that we don't
And it was
like.
throwing a fit because it was like my little
Where's my minion?
my minion that was making sacrifices to me is gone. I'm gonna hide the key.
Oh, boy. This is by user Grumpa62. I
Grumpa.
like that. I was walking one of the apartment buildings at a retirement village I work at. I got a call on the radio from the gate guard. There's a black bear on the property. And you want me to do what with this bear? Was my reply over the radio. I was joking, as we get bears all the time cutting through the property to get to the Publix dumpster. Understandable.
Understandable.
So I drove our gasoline-powered golf cart to the area where the bear was sighted. I know the bears don't like the sound of the golf cart, so I was just driving around in an attempt to scare it off if it was still around. After a couple passes, I felt safe that the bear was long gone. However, I still had to put on a show for any resident or guest that may be watching. So I got off the golf cart and started walking around, shining my flashlight around. I end up in the backyard where the bear was reported, shine my flashlight around, nothing. Good. I turn around and the community alcoholic comes out of his back door. Did you see it? Did you see it? He asked. No, sir. It must have kept going around after you saw it, I answered. He goes, no, he exclaimed. I saw the bear and then I saw you. Now, not only is this coming from an 80-year-old who drinks all day, and it is now 10 o'clock at night, but he is also legally blind.
Oh.
So I am thinking to myself that he saw me and thought I was a bear, but couldn't figure out how the bear was shining a flashlight all over the place. Then he realized it was me. Well, sir, there is no bear here now, as I continue to shine my flashlight around for good measure. Let me get you back into your house, sir. As I grab his left arm to guide the blind old drunk back into his house. Suddenly, the bear pops out behind some bushes that line the back wall of his house. Whoa, sir! The bear's right in front of us.
The bear was real.
Now, remember the part where I said the resident was legally blind? Where? Where? I don't see any bear. As he starts pulling me right towards the bear. Oh, now the blind man doesn't see the bear 30 feet from us.
Oh my gosh.
My instincts tell me to run, but I'm a security officer. I can't let this bear eat one of my residents.
I think
Exception.
you can.
Yeah, it's like the giver. What they release them to elsewhere?
He's blind and an alcoholic. I think you can let the bear
It's
eat that
time.
one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll never work security again if I bail right now. So, sir, please stop. The bear is right in front of us. The bear starts grunting at us and pouncing on its front paws.
Oh.
I think this is where I die. Finally, the old man sees the bear and starts yelling at it and waving his arms. A flashback of when I was a kid watching Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom,
Okay, yeah.
and how smaller animals would group together to make themselves look bigger to a predator. So I stood next to the resident, waving my own arms and yelling while I'm still thinking I'm about to die. The bear took one look at us fools and took off running for the woods.
He said no thanks.
Yeah, I really thought about quitting that night. Since then, I've learned that black bears are nothing but bullies and seldom attack. I've had many encounters with bears since then, both at work, while hiking, and in my own backyard. I've learned to stand my ground with them, and I now love the bears as much as I love my residents.
Oh.
Aw.
I know, that's actually kind of cute.
We have bears in the office.
We do. They've never mauled anyone though.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Greg's first.
They may get pushed to do so. This next story is from user deleted.
Yeah, it was just a someone deleted their account.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if their name, their actual username was deleted or it was an actual deleted account. Okay. This
I'm
adds
gonna delete
This
you
a-
from existence.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Great.
the violence. This maybe adds some weight to it because it's
Maybe.
like they're gone now.
I know. Yeah.
My first job in field supervision, I was a temp field supervisor. I was a tactical officer working various shifts 4 nights, and my 5th was a field supervisor position. It was a few weeks of training. My first time rolling on my own third shift started cool. I hit a couple local sites by the office, then I went to a lockup. It was a country club. 55 interior doors in the main building. That's a rich place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then check the pool and paddleball courts. I show up at midnight and it loaded.
Hello.
That's what it says.
And it loaded.
And it loaded.
And it loaded.
I showed up at midnight and it was loaded. A wedding happening. Staff said to come back around 0200 and it would be a ghost town.
Oh, 200.
I ran a few more stops and came back. It was empty. I knocked out the pool house and paddleball courts and moved inside to start jiggling doors.
Happens.
Me when I be jiggling doors.
No.
Sorry. I get to the basement where the golf carts are stored and it is pitch black. I had a real shit flashlight. This seems to be a theme.
I know. I know.
At the time, so I was a wee bit nervous. I make my way down the stairs and start scanning the rows of golf carts. My light ends up on the back of this guy wearing an old tuxedo facing the corner like some Blair Witch type shit.
Yeah, no thanks.
I screamed at the top of my lungs, dropped, and broke my flashlight and ran upstairs. I guess it wasn't much of a loss, though, because that flashlight was already shitty.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Once I got up to the top, I kicked all the lights on. I slowly went back down the stairs, and the dude was still standing in the corner.
Nope.
I yelled for him to identify himself. He told me he was I almost said cheerleader.
Great.
He told me he was the caretaker. I said he needed to leave the building, and he ended up walking upstairs and out the front. I called the police, but they didn't find him. I ended up staying there for several hours, filling out paperwork, and honestly, I was scared shitless.
Yeah.
Next shift the following week, I come in and all the full-time field guys were there. I thought I forgot about a meeting or something. After hearing what happened, they all wanted me to show them where I found the guy. I think they thought I was lying and trying to make a name for myself or something. I was so relieved because I didn't want to go back by myself. So we all go. As we are doing the full patrol and end up walking towards the stairs, I said, now be quiet, because he was right around the bend.
Right around the
He's
bend.
listening. They started laughing and walked down there. I kicked on the lights and yup, he was there again.
Nope.
Nope.
He didn't learn his lesson. Police came, got him. Turns out he was the caretaker there, but like 10 years prior.
No.
He was still stuck in his old ways.
I guess.
Don't we have dementia or something?
Maybe. He had been let go and had been living in the building since. Oh, okay. The other field managers never checked the golf cart storage area or the golf bag storage area where he slept.
Nope.
Okay, so he'd just be squatting.
Yep.
He lost his job, lost his house, I guess. Had nowhere
Yeah.
else to stay.
Yeah.
Wow. That is creepy though. That's it's a real life like it wasn't paranormal, but it's still
Scary.
scary. Squatters are scary.
This next one comes from user Govna T Boggs.
I love it.
Govna.
Govna. Yeah, it's spelled like
Hello,
that.
Govna.
Hello, Govna.
10 years ago tonight, actually, a guard tried burning down the place we were watching, a construction site that was closed due to funds running out. When he relieved me that morning, I told him we were there mostly for fire watch, since the sprinkler system didn't work yet. He tells me he knows all about fire watch. He used to be a firefighter. That made my spidey senses tingle a little.
Yeah.
Mine would too, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I got in that night, my supervisor was there with another guard. That's usually not good.
No.
He tells me there was a fire in one of the cottages out back, and the guy from the morning went to the hospital for smoke because he tried to go in and put it out. That's dumb, I said. Just let the structure burn, call FD. Nobody lives there and insurance will handle it. Anyway, homie claimed he saw some kids back there, so they must have started it, but the only footprints in the mud were his. They did some digging, and it turns out the guard had been at several suspicious fires. Never charged or convicted, though, so it didn't come up on a background check.
A serial arsonist.
Yep.
Serial arsonist who was a firefighter.
Yep.
Perfect cover.
User T Rexy 7. I work asset protection / loss prevention for a large retailer. While closing a few years ago, the gate we used to close the store was hit and moved without anyone being near it. Myself, a manager, and one other employee were the only ones left. And we had been standing together talking about how we thought there could be a ghost in the building. a month ago, the power went out. It was only myself, that same manager, and one other but different employee. The employee went to grab us all food while we sat in the building to keep watch. Everyone had left, and there would be another crew of employees coming in later to stay overnight. The manager and I swear we could hear tapping on the window, and the wind sounded like voices, which made it way creepier. We also heard what sounded like keys jingling in different areas of the store. I came in a few days later, and one of the other employees that stayed overnight told me that one of them was sleeping while he and a manager were up talking, and all of a sudden they heard a loud bang from the storage area, waking up the sleeping employee and startling all of them. They had to go and see if anything was wrong or if someone was trying to get in. They get back there and nothing had moved / fallen / open. They couldn't find one thing that could have ever made that noise. That was a short one, but still.
Yeah, that's creepy.
I would worry about like someone trying to break in.
Yeah, wind sounding like voices.
Nope. I'm anti that. Check back in for part 2 of this episode to hear more scary stories. We will spook you in the next one.
Peace out.
Bye.